So did I find myself? Well, the truth is, it got more difficult before it got better. Going back into the business last year was a complete nightmare, but that really is a whole other story and talk. What I knew, though, when things felt so bad last October and November, was to be patient. And it was a year ago, exactly today, since I took my power back and engaged with the business again. And it's really nice to be here with you to share that anniversary and everything I've learnt during that time. And the patience paid off. It did get better. And I'm happy to say I'm happy. I'm probably happier than I've ever been. And I'm grateful that I came out in one piece. And actually, I know that I am better for it all, for all of those fails, for all of that trauma and hurt. Because by creating space, it enabled me to understand and make sense of the fails that have shaped me. Heck, I can even feel grateful for them now. And I learned that in the midst of failing, if you can trust and be patient, you will learn something. You know you will learn something. And that the hurt of the fail can feel less painful and traumatic. So, if we know this about failing, that it's really great. There's a lot of narrative, I think, around about failing at the moment, and that's why I wanted to talk about it. It's inevitable. It's inescapable. You learn, you evolve, you find new ways of doing things. It drives creativity and innovation, and that's all really brilliant. Then how can we make failing a better experience with less risk of fallout and personal injury to us? Because success might come from failing, but surely we owe it to ourselves and those that we work with to get there in one piece and to get there joyfully. So I've told you how I think Livity was built on fun, faith, and friendship. And when I look back, I think that they were also the aspects that contributed to creating the right conditions for failing in Livity. Fun, throughout the ups and downs, we always have had a laugh. I think there was another session on that laughter is so important, and it's so true. Having a sense of humour can really take the sting out of the fail. Faith, you've got to have belief in what you're doing. And I think it's essential for creating the right mindset for failing. And an environment that feels friendly or full of friendship has been invaluable for creating the right space in which to fail. And in 2014, lots was changing in Livity, and I realised now that I couldn't then feel any sense of fun, faith, nor friendship. And I think that's why the sense of failing had become so hard. And I've also realised now that there were two other crucial F's missing that were perhaps stopping me from creating the conditions for effing great failure. We need to help others to feel fearless, to give it a go, take the leap. And to be truly fearless, we have to get rid of that imposter syndrome that I talked about, that feeling that we're winging it, that we're blagging it. I think that imposter syndrome is incredibly unhelpful to creating great failing. And this is the one that I think really gets overlooked. To protect and build resilience, we need to encourage an environment of forgiveness. I just don't believe that it's emotionally sustainable to keep on failing, fail after fail after fail, without feeling the negative consequence of that at some point. Okay, we know failing is good, but it can't just be me that thinks it feels bloody awful in the moment. In order to be able to reflect, in order to be able to move on and truly learn from our fails, I think we have to find a way to forgive those people who've been a part of our fails.